One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these Marshall will kick off to get the festivities started. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the James Madison Dukes offense will come out first. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Tight end now in motion. He'll pull it on the read. And this one will be stopped for no gain. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Complete. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The Dukes are flying down the field. Quickly complete. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down and nothing doing there. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Bringing the heat. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And I'm really impressed with the start by this defense, like getting to the quarterback early and often. First drive, already have 2 sacks. That's a good sign for this defense.
And the Dukes send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. So Marshall's offense will go to work for the first time. And Jesse, the man in the backfield today, not necessarily a superstar. They'll just try to have him grind out the tough yards when they need it.
He needs to be solid in this game. He doesn't need to be a Heisman Trophy winner today for them to win, but he has to get the yards when they present themselves. Take what the defense gives him, and you cannot turn the ball over.
No, you got to hold on to that rock, but it would be nice. I think this offense would really open.
Breaks into the open.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, if they got the first down, they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down. Let's go fast.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Give to the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Marshall quick to the line. Back to throw, it's Denson. Punts it out of the air. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Off the RPO, complete. tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. From 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Fires to the tight end.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
He gets it past the chains, and it'll be a 1st down for Marshall. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Denson. Unloads it left. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. They'll send the back in motion. From the gun, he'll try to throw. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Trying play action. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. At the 35, he's loose. Marshall quick to the line. On 3rd and short, the power run here. Did everything he could to discard the tacklers, but he was just able to get back to where he started. Trying to get it to the marker. He'll be out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 24. This Marshall offense putting together a nice drive.
And I got to be ready mentally and physically. Mentally, I got to know exactly where the sticks are. 4th and 2. Can't dilly-dally around. Got to run physical. Got to break tackles. Got to go through people. Whatever I need to do to get that 2 yards. Nice job running the football.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Here comes the heat. He wants it all. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. Wants to throw it. Under fire. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And this dude knows how to get after quarterbacks. Last week he had 3 sacks. He gets his first today. I'll tell you what, you better know where he is before the ball snapped every single play.
Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. And he'll try to make it 2 for 2, this time from 35 yards away. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. That'll give them an early 6-0 lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Penn State is ahead early in Happy Valley, but that's not exactly Saquon out there. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 7 over Washington. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. To the air on first down. Quickly to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. That last completion sets him up on second down. Give to the back. Hard running there. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Ball's at the 27. His offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense picks it up. Touchdown, Marshall! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
It's really hard as a quarterback because you got your eyes downfield. You're trying to find an open guy. You're trying to negotiate the rush, and all of a sudden people are swatting at the ball. They hit you, they knock it out. Got to do a better job next time of keeping 2 hands on the ball so you don't get it scooped and scored like what happened right there.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Second down, he'll throw it. Here's the pressure. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago. Now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
Winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the quarterback couldn't withstand the heat, and he will go down as we played 1 quarter. Guys, it is Marshall carrying the lead into the quarter break. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. The Dukes will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
Man, I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting.
Marshall quick to the line.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
Oh, they're after him. He's going to take off. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. The Thundering Herd to the line, facing a 2nd and short. To the air, it's Denson. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this 3rd and short. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Quickly out to the tight end. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. All right, guys, let's look big picture at James Madison. For some teams, the road into the top 25 can be a little more treacherous than for others. And once you get there, you've got to convince the rest of the country you deserve to stay.
And I think that's what's next for this squad. They've earned the right to get in the top 20.
He'll off one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Dukes will punt it away on 4th down. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Marshall takes over the ball, the thundering herd offense coming out. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out, where are my playmakers? Who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, David?
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field.
Turning on the Jets. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. Marshall quick to the line.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Marshall comes to the line way behind the sticks here on 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Denson. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
This defense needed something to happen to create some momentum back to their side. They've built a deficit. QB's been very comfortable making plays. Exactly what you needed. Put some doubt in his head. Get to him. Hit him. Get physical. They get the sack on this play, and that's just what they needed.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Rushes on him. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
Yeah, and how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
Marshall will be forced to punt.
On to punt it away.
Boots' first of the day away was called on 4 times in the victory last week. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Throwing right on target this time. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up with an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
The Thundering Herd faces a 3rd and short. Dropping back, it's Denson. Under fire. And here's a fumble way behind the line. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster?
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
Marshall will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Pressure coming. Trying to escape and get it himself. Let's talk for a second about James Madison. Not sure if you guys saw this, but they had a big-time 4-star running back give a verbal commitment last week. What's his transition going to be like, David?
First of all, everybody saw it. It's all over social media, right? The excitement of landing a guy of that caliber. And just, I mean, that creates excitement in the whole recruiting class in this next cycle.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. The Dukes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give out of the gun. Makes a man miss. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Pocket breaking down. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They go to the ground. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is.
Holding. Offense.
They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. And the Dukes will punt this one away. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. From the gun, running back gets the give. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. The Thundering Herd needing a ton of ground to get it to that 1st down marker. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. A strike downfield. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Power football with the run. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. To the air, it's Denson. Going to try to get it himself. They're going to mark him just inches short of getting that 1st down, but he is so dangerous when he takes off on the scramble. Let's see what they do on 4th down. Kick is in the air. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. Looking to throw on 1st down. Hauls it in. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Dukes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Here's a heat. It's complete to the right. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to throw on 1st down. It's complete. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Looking to throw again. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. You've already sent your punter out 4 times. At least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Dukes will line up to punt it away. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. Wants to throw. It's Denson. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking for a crease. It's Horton. Reaches into the bag of moves and finds his way up to the 31. Marshall now lines up trying to convert on 3rd and short. Looking deep down the right side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll have to punt for the 4th time today. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Looking to throw on 1st down. Get it out on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. Looking downfield very late in the half. Bringing the heat. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left. The Dukes will call on their punt team. Catches it cleanly at the 20. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've got a terrific atmosphere there today in Huntington. And a 1st half that's been dominated by this special teams unit. How often do we say that? But it's a dynamite group who understands football isn't just about offense and defense, and what they've done through 2 quarters is help tilt the scales of this game. What adjustments the other sides can make is going to go a long way in determining who wins this game. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Jones C. Edwards Stadium.
And the Dukes will kick it away to start the 2nd half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. They'll open this 3rd quarter with a run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Marshall quick to the line.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started.
There he goes. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. And the offense takes the field ready to go back to work. Leaves it with the running back. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Keep it on the ground. Turns it on in midfield. What a run. Gets it inside the 40 and out of bounds at the 36. The Dukes come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And that is a major reason why this team is losing the football game. They can't protect the quarterback. They can't generate big plays in the passing game because up front, they're getting beaten time and time again.
So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. Field goal is good. That'll cut the lead to 13. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week in CUSA, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Jacksonville State is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in CUSA, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 7 over Liberty. We'll keep you updated as this one goes forward in a game that could shake up the CUSA race significantly.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Scanning the field, it's Denson. This one's complete. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the 2nd half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw.
Grabs it inside the 15. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Hurd! The mantra is always finish. They're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Wants to go up top. A little screen to the running back. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Gives it on the option. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. And his throw is incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The play action fake. Here comes the heat. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Well, this offense keeps giving up sacks. They keep finding themselves in situations like this, 3rd and long right now. They don't have many points in this game, and this is a big reason why. It's hard to score if you don't keep the 3rd downs manageable. So moving forward, whether it's running the football on 1st and 2nd or throwing short passes earlier in the drives, they've got to change things up because taking sacks like this is killing this offense.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Has no choice but to throw it away, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Dukes line up to punt it away. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. Handoff from the gun. Slithers into space. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking for space. It's Horton. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. The Thundering Herd faces a 3rd and short. Looking for a man. It's Denson. Right down the middle. He can't make the catch. Had it right in his hands, and it'll be 4th down. And here comes the punt team. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. They'll start this drive going to the air. And the throw to the sideline is complete, but won't be enough for the first down. The Dukes can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll run play action. Under fire. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He hurls one deep down the left side. And he makes the catch inside the 10. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
No touchdowns yet, but that may change very soon after that long completion by the offense. Really great route, and a nice job looking that one in. He set his offense up now in the red zone. They're looking to score some points.
They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. He wants to throw it again. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Dukes!
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. He found his open target, accurate throw, and 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point pulls them closer. It's 24-10. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Marshall takes over the ball. The Thundering Herd offense coming out. He'll do it himself. Oh, and he knocks him out of the way, and he's running free. Forced out of bounds. Good pickup there on the ground. Marshall might go for a big play here on 2nd and short. Motion from the wide receiver. Touch pass on the jet sweep. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Marshall quick to the line. Looking to pass. It's Denson. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. He goes out of bounds, but what a play to create a sudden change opportunity. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. They haven't had a whole lot of production, nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far. And if they're going to get back in... Oh, he's got some space. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Wants to go up top on first down. Quick completion on the out. He'll step out of bounds at about the 11. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Gives it to the back on the draw. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. He'll keep it on the sneak.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. We've reached a break, and Marshall is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. He'll keep it on the sneak. Sneaks it in.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is good as they close to within a touchdown, 24-17. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway.
James Madison, 17.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. The give to the tailback. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31. Marshall quick to the line.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
They'll try the run. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. Marshall comes to the line way behind the sticks here on 2nd and long. Leaves it with the back. Jukes his way for more.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
They try to pop a run on the draw. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. This Marshall offense putting together a nice drive.
And that's the challenge for this defense, man. It starts to get later in the ball game. That clock is not your friend. You're losing the football game. They got to meet the physical challenge of this run game.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Dropping back, it's Denson. Almost had the completion, just missed it. Marshall needs a near miracle on this 3rd and long. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He'll be brought down at the 46, and he is well short of that first down marker. 4th down coming. The kick is on its way. It'll go out of bounds, and we'll see where they mark it. It's going to be right around the 35. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Rides the back on the option, the give. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man. It's Green. On the sweet spin, and he's free. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score.
Well, that's a great job working through his progression. The first guy he wanted to throw to wasn't open. He was able to kind of get through it. And lo and behold, there's a guy wide open. Nobody near him. It's a big play for the offense.
And the Dukes want to crank the tempo. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He reached into his bag for that move, and it didn't get him loose at all. From the gun, the running back has it. Jukes his way for more. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offside defense.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess, and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and then the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
The Dukes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Sends it back in motion. They'll try to run for it. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal. And guys, if they can make their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the 4th, and the stage will be set for a great finish. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Steps away. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, James Madison.
And that's the hardest part about playing a mobile quarterback. It's not the first play. The first play was a pass. It's the second play where he decides to pull it down, Jesse, becomes a running back, and makes something happen.
You're right, David. That's why so many coaching staffs now are trying to recruit dual-threat athletes at quarterback because of situations just like that. Down in the red zone, nobody open. You're not just going to throw it away and be okay kicking a field goal. You're taking off, and you're going to capitalize with a touchdown.
The extra point here would tie the game. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, every game in CUSA is so very critical. How about this one today? Jacksonville State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Gamecocks have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today.
Back to pass, it's Denson.
It's less than a touchdown lead. They're trailing by 6 to Liberty. Just another week of Conference USA football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Handoff from the shotgun. Fighting off the defender. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Catch in the middle, it's Wild. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. Marshall quick to the line. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
The Thundering Herd to the line, facing a 2nd and short.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but the Q did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it. And that's what throws the linebackers in the 2nd level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
This Marshall offense putting together a nice drive. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They bring him down behind the line of scrimmage, and now he'll have to go back to work to get over 100 yards again for the day. Gets the back moving. Back to pass on 2nd down. He's got him. On the move at the 30. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. The give on the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll go right back to the run. Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24. Marshall comes to the line, facing 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Denson. Bought a little time, lets it go. Firing to the right, complete. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. Quarterback on the keeper. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their 1st of the half. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Well, I get everybody's heart pumping a little bit, bouncing off that right up, right and through. That puts them on top here in the 4th.
Big-time kick right there, man. 4th quarter, clutch time. You needed to come through to take the lead, and now the pressure goes to the defense. You got to keep this lead. Got to get a stop or 2 more, and you can get the dub in this football game.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Looking to throw. Setting up the screen. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Looking to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. They're dealing with a second and long. Gonna look downfield again. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure. It's a first down. Wants to throw on first down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Touchdown, Dukes! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
And they're able to score on a drive where they had to have it this late in the game, and they look to their playmaker on the outside to win that one-on-one matchup.
Big-time moments. Who do you trust as a quarterback? You could tell this was a big moment. He threw it to his big play wide receiver. He knew he would come down to it, and now the big play in the fourth quarter for the touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Denson. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. Oh, they're after him.
Really good job by this defense. Way to be dialed in and understand. It's a pass, and they're trying to throw the football down the field, and that clock is ticking, but understanding what you're playing against.
He lobs one high down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's taking the deep shot. Pulls it in on the right. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Got it behind the line. It's Wiles. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. And they spike it and get the clock stopped. These DBs going to give a little cushion. The Thundering Herd trying to dial one up to convert on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for it all. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go?
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Throws to the wideout. Working the middle. Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left. And if they want to take the lead, can't be thinking field goal here. They'll need a touchdown to go up in the fourth. Using his legs to buy some time. The spin, still on his feet. Touchdown, Thundering Herd! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. We got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
If he makes this one, the lead will be 3, and at least a field goal won't beat you. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Fires to the big fella. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. They stop him just a length or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Trying to make magic with his feet. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great, the home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David. They played a big factor.
And they're still jacked up, and they're still excited. They play a big factor, and it affects everything. College football, road atmospheres, they're tough. Even when the team isn't ranked like they weren't today, these are the types of moments that can jump up and bite you.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.